Hello students, this is Punit Thomas and next topic is Kirchhoff first rule. The other name of first rule is current rule or junction rule. The rule states that the algebraic sum of the current at any junction of the circuit is 0. Suppose if you take the 5 branches of current meet at center O. When the current values we have to take I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. I1, I2 current which is passing towards the center and I3, I4, I5 which is away from the center, which is denoted in the arrow mark. So the current towards the junction means it is positive. The current away from the junction means it is negative. Now algebraic sum of means I1 plus I2, because I1 plus I2 means the current towards the junction. And next terms we have to write in the negative form because the current away from the junction. So we put minus sign. Therefore I1 plus I2 minus I3 minus I4 minus I5 equal to 0. Positive and negative one side we have to concentrate. Therefore I1 plus I2 equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. So from this again we will define the Kirchhoff first rule. The sum of current towards the junction is equal to the sum of current flowing away from the junction. This is known as the Kirchhoff first rule. And next we will see about Kirchhoff second rule. The other name of second rule is known as voltage rule or loop rule. It states that in a closed circuit, the algebraic sum of product of current and resistance of each part of the circuit is equal to the total EMF included in the circuit. Therefore, the total value of resistance and current we have to calculate summation of IP equal to total EMF in the circuit. And here we are going to be used the law of conservation of energy. What is known as law of conservation of energy? The energy supplied by the EMF sources is equal to the sum of the energy delivered to all the resistances. Suppose if you take the current is passing through in this circuit from A to B, the I current passing through in this direction, we can calculate the potential difference plus IR. Suppose if the current passing through in the direction, potential difference calculate from B to A, therefore V equal to minus IR. Like in the battery, the EMF we have to take which is passing through A to B means V equal to plus I, and B to A means it is minus I. The Kirchhoff voltage rule has been applied in all the currents in the circuit to reach a steady state condition. The definition of steady state condition of a system or process that does not change in time. And next topic we will discuss is known as Wheatstone's bridge. An important application of Kirchhoff rule is Wheatstone's bridge. It is used to compare resistance and also it is used to determine the unknown resistance in electrical network. Suppose if you take one network, in this network the four sides of four resistance are there, that is P, Q, R, S, and the point we are represent A, B, C, D. Then the middle portion we have to connect BD. In between there is one galvanometer is there, and the point AC we have to connect one battery. The battery EMF is psi. So from battery positive and negative, the current is flowing through and reaches A. When it is reaches A, the current is divided into two parts. So here it is goes on I1 and here it is I2, which is represented by the arrow mark. And that reaches B, it goes towards the C side means it is I3, and towards galvanometer is IG. And here I2 current is reaches the point D, and afterwards I4 current is goes towards the C. So this is the current moving paths. And next we have to take Kirchhoff first rule. So when the Kirchhoff first rule at B we have to take. At B means towards the current means it is positive, away from the current means it is negative. So the point B towards the current is I1, away the current means I3 and Ig. So I3 and Ig we will write in the negative form. Therefore I1 minus Ig minus I3 equal to 0. We will keep positive and negative separately, means I1 equal to Ig plus I3 equal to first equation. And next we can consider at point D. At point D, I2 plus Ig minus I4 equal to 0, because here I4 in the opposite direction, so minus sign. Therefore I2 plus Ig equal to I4. This is second equation. And next Kirchhoff voltage law we have to apply. First we will consider the loop ABDA. ABDA, here the product of current and resistance we have to write, algebraic sum of product of current and resistance. So here I1P plus IgG minus I2R equal to 0. This is third equation. Next again the loop, whole loop we can consider A, B, C, D, A. Here I1P plus I3Q minus I4S minus I2R equal to 0. Here minus sign means the direction is changed. That's why we put minus sign. When B and D are at same potential, the bridge is said to be balanced. Therefore Ig value 0. So substitute Ig value 0 in equation 1, 2 and 3. So we can get I1 equal to I3, I2 equal to I4, I1P equal to I2R. So these values, that is 6, 7, 8, these three equation values we can substitute in fourth equation. In fourth equation, I1P plus I3Q minus I4S minus I2R. We substitute instead of I3, I1. Therefore I1P plus I1Q minus, instead of I4 we will substitute I2. Therefore minus I2S minus I2R. So now it is rewrite I1P plus I1Q equal to I2S plus I2R. So this value divided by the equation 8. Therefore I1P plus Q divided by I1P, which is equal to I2 into S plus R divided by I2R. So I1 cancel, I2 cancel. We can get P plus Q by P equal to S plus R by R. Write separately the dividing content. P by P plus Q by P equal to S by R plus R by R. So P by P means it is cancelled, so that 1 is there. So 1 plus Q by P equal to S by R plus 1. Both the sides 1 1 cancel. So we can write the reciprocal P by Q equal to R by S. So this is the bridge balance condition. Suppose we know the values of two adjacent resistance, the other two resistance can be compared. And second one, if three of the resistance are known, the value of unknown resistance, that is a fourth resistance, can be determined. This is known as Wheatstone's